Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, good morning to all of you. A very warm welcome and a special welcome to you, our Grandmaster Anish. I appreciate that you have been able to manage to be here despite all kind of traffic jams. And Anish, I understand nowadays that chess grandmasters have quite a hectic international schedule. I name a few cities: Reykjavik, London, Qatar. Clearly, life at the top of sport of chess is quite tough, traveling from one exotic location to another. May we say that you are one of the ambassadors of this tournament. You started in Wijk aan Zee at the young age of 14, growing up through the ranks, and now become one of the world top chess players. So we are very delighted to have you here amongst us. Many people who visit our steel plant in Abuiden or who see it on their way to or from Schiphol Airport do not realize that they are looking at a historic place of chess. This is where the Tata Steel Chess Tournament started in 1938 as an employee tournament. From these humble origins, it has grown into the international renowned chess tournament that draws thousands of participants and visitors to Wijk aan Zee every year and is known as the Wimbledon of chess. Away from the Dutch wintry conditions in the months of January, participants and visitors share their love of the sport of chess, either playing or observing, and frequently enjoying a hot bowl of snert, the typical Dutch pea soup that has become one of the evergreens of the Tata Steel Chess Tournament. Tata Steel has chosen to support chess because chess entails strategic thinking and focuses on finding creative solutions for complex issues. Our company has the very same focus. Steelmaking is a high-tech process with a crucial role for innovation. Tata Steel employees are continuously and relentlessly working on finding clever solutions to improve processes and products. This is how we are able to provide top steel products to our customers, allowing them to distinguish themselves in their markets. At the same time, we contribute to creating a sustainable society through our product and process innovations. Steel contributes to a circular economy because it is fully recyclable. Today's steel can thus becomes tomorrow's wind turbine. In terms of product innovation, our high-strength steels created lighter vehicles. In the construction market, lighter and stronger steels have contributed to more sustainability as well. We all know the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Nowadays, with the same amount of steel, but developed steel, we could build 3 Eiffel Towers. And last but not least, we have developed a breakthrough technology called Hizarna here in Abuiden, which is now in a pilot phase. With this new breakthrough process, we aim to produce steel with 20% less energy and 20% fewer CO2 emissions. This will provide a big contribution to a more sustainable environment. But now on to the next tournament. Before tournament director Jeroen van den Berg and Anish Giri will announce the participants of the Tata Steel Masters, there is one piece of news I would like to share with you as well. It is related to Tata Steel Chess on Tour, the 2 host city locations where the Tata Steel Masters will play one of their rounds. It is becoming a tradition to partner up with premium locations like the Rijksmuseum or the Rotterdam during the Tata Steel Chess Tournament. By doing so, we expand the horizon of the tournament and broaden the appeal of chess as a sport. A couple of weeks ago, we announced that the Tata Steel Masters will play a round in the Spoorwegmuseum, the Dutch Railway Museum, in Utrecht on the 27th of January. I would now like to announce the second Tata Steel Chess on Tour location. On the 21st of January, the Tata Steel Masters will play in the Science Center Nemo in Amsterdam. Nemo lets children experience how fascinating and challenging science can be. That seamlessly fits to Tata Steel's manifold activities to create an interest for technology among young people, as well as our company policy with its Future Generations theme. The choice for this location also ties in with our company's focus on talent development. This will be a leading theme in the Tata Steel Chess Tournament in 2016. Chess is a great way for people to develop themselves. I would like to conclude by saying that we are very pleased that the cities of Amsterdam and Utrecht want to host the Tata Steel Chess Tournament. I'm looking forward to the 78th edition of our tournament in January, when chess lovers from all over the world will unite in playing and watching this very fascinating sport. Over to you now, Jeroen and Anish, for the announcement of the participants of the Tata Steel Masters. Thank you.
We will now continue with the announcement of 12 of 14 participants in the Tata Steel Chess Tournament, the Tata Steel Masters. I will mention a name, and then Anish will tell something about him or her and what he expects, well, of course, for his own chances as well. Let's start, we start with, let's say, the lowest rated player to make it more exciting. And the first player is, very famous name, probably very experienced, Mr. Luc van Wely from the Netherlands.
Okay, first of all, good morning to everyone here. Luc van Wely is, of course, a name that everybody knows in the town of Wijk aan Zee. But I think now he hit a very low bottom with his rating here, that I think he's already quite angry, and and Tata Steel is definitely something that can still motivate him very much. It's definitely a good thing for Wijk aan Zee, because Luc always generates a lot of interesting games and some sharp comments afterwards. Let's hope that our local hero will do well this year.
Okay, the next player on the list, well, she's a she. It's Hu Yifan from China. Well, you know her.
There's, of course, right now, after Paul got retired, there's only one woman who can be competing in the Tata Steel Chess Tournament. She was playing decent, but she was ending up at the bottom of the tournament, which is in a way acceptable. But I think she is going to do her best to try to change it now. And me personally, I have a very bad score with her, but it's not enough for her to score well in this tournament.
Next player is Mr. David Navarra from the Czech Republic.
He's modest, but but still he's reasonably self-confident, and he's a nice guy to have. And he plays in very special chess. So I think David is a nice name to have in the tournament. Is not a common guest here, but he definitely belongs to the top. So I'm curious to see how he'll do.
Then the next player on our list, I'm sure that he will be focused very much. Mr. Wei Yi, young boy Wei Yi from China.
He's made a name for himself by becoming, a young grandmaster extremely early. They say that his progress chart is even a little faster than that of Magnus, who is now world number one. So there are high hopes pinned on him, and I'm curious how he will do in a 13-round tournament with all the best players of the world. And I think it's great that he's taking part.
Well, next player didn't play here for a number of years, but personally I'm happy he's back. Very tough fighter from Azerbaijan, Mr. Shakhriyar Mamediarov.
Shakhriyar has always been a top player. He's a strong Azeri player. His almost brother, Timur Rajabov, has also played in Wijk aan Zee a couple of times. I think Timur says that Wijk aan Zee is his favorite place, and many people wonder why it's so cold. But we all know, of course, why. But Shahryar, I personally never seen him play in the tournament.
No.
He played before me, before I was playing here. For me, it's nice to see the new faces here. He looks like a very hot-blooded person with a lot of fighting spirit. When he goes for it, he goes for it. He burns all the bridges. I'm curious how he will do in the cold town of Vaikanzai.
I think not much introduction is needed. Mr. Michael Adams from England.
Yes, Michael Adams, just like Shahryar, I have also personally not seen him play in Vaikanzai, which is not quite logical because Michael is representative of Great Britain. I believe the Tata Steel, Europe has a lot to do with Britain. Recently, I saw some guy on CNN with British accent from Tata Steel complaining about the Chinese, So I could expect Michael to be here to fight back and show the Chinese who is the boss. Michael is a great person. He might seem, and his chess as well, might seem a little quiet, a little timid, a little boring at first, but that's just an impression you get at the first. Once you get to know him as a person, as a player, you'll realize that that's this his style. They called him the spider. Back in the day, he's slowly surrounding you and trying to catch you in his net and then make sure you're suffocated there. And I'm sure the media team will start to enjoy taking his interviews once they find out what kind of guy he is.
Then we continue with the actual number 11 in the world, former winner of Russia nowadays, Sergei Karyakin.
Yeah, Sergei is just won the World Cup, a very tough tournament. Sergei is a tough guy, and I'm sure he's always a fighter and he wants to prove himself. And I think the fact that he's not in the top 10 is extra stimulating for him.
Yeah, then we come all players born 1990 or later. One of them is also Wesley So from the United States of America.
Wesley So is born in 1993, I believe. Yep. He's an extremely talented player born in Philippines. I think I played with him in the C group when I played in the C group, and back then he was probably stronger than me. Maybe now he still is stronger than me. There was a time I was stronger than him. Once again, a great name to add to the tournament.
Well, the next player on my list is also known to you. It's Anish Giri.
We have the same list, yeah. Yeah.
What can you tell about Anish Giri now?
The Dutch representative got here thanks to his contacts, and it's nice to see that I'm still in the top 10 in the list. I've had a good, at least a stable year, but I think it's always nice when there is someone in the tournament in your country who can actually fight for top places. So last 2 years I did very well in Vaikanzai, and I hope I can live up to the challenge again this year.
The third Chinese person in our tournament, and let me say one thing, China is very strong at the moment, so it's not a real coincidence. Mr. Ding Liren.
One of my favorite things about the Chinese, I read about Ding Liren. In the interview, they asked him, so how was the World Team Championship, which they won? He was playing on board 1. He said playing on board 1 is a big pressure, but seeing the Chinese flag, because you have board 1, board 2, board 3, board 4, and here there's Chinese flag. Just being so close to Chinese flag gave me extra strength. So these are the guys we are dealing with. They're very, they're very dedicated to their country, very dedicated to their team, and very talented as well. And Ding Liren is the highest rated. He is world number 8 right now, but I think, to say he is a favorite is a bit too much. But I think for now the Chinese players are good, but I don't think they are as scary as people make them. Then, also regular name in our tournament. He played both C group, B group, and A group. Fabiano Caruana from the United States of America. his father is American, and also he's got another trainer, which is probably at this high level is always a big change. He's got a manager now, a very outgoing guy, probably trying to seduce him into some nightlife. So I started taking a lot of selfies. So Fabiano has some changes to his life, and I think he's he's a little bit afraid that he might that some things are changing and he's not the same. So he will try to get back on his feet, and Tata Steel is a big challenge for him, and I'm sure he will try to do well.
Leaves us to the 12th participant, and he will also play for the 12th time in our tournament. Well, say no more, Mr. Magnus from Norway.
That's great news for the tournament. Magnus Carlsen, you love him or you hate him. Mostly you love him. Sometimes you hate him. And it's great, of course. For a couple of years, tournaments, top tournaments can be divided into two tournaments: those with Magnus Carlsen and those without. Magnus Carlsen is always an intrigue. If he plays well, it's a story. If he plays badly, it's an even better story. So it's absolutely great. He likes Vaikanze. First of all, because he played quite some tournaments. He won some of them. He has a lot of childhood memories to the tournament as well. I believe he's been here when he was young, and he's still young, but he's been here a lot of times. He knows his routine. He knows where the Italian restaurant is. So I think Magnus is going to be quite optimistic about Vaikanze, because there's always a fish he's going to try to catch, and once he beats some players, he can get started. So I think he's going to be ambitious, and I think it will take somebody to stop him.
Jeroen, January 2016, again a Tata Steel Chess Tournament with world champion Magnus Carlsen. You must be happy.
Yes, of course we are. It's the 78th edition of the Tata Steel Chess Tournament, and Magnus' participation is obviously very important for us, so we are happy and proud that he will come back for the 12th time already.
Okay, and also on the list, of course, Dutch champion Anish Giri.
Yes, Anish is making huge progress recently, so it was clear that his participation was also very important for us.
Is it a tournament that you can win?
Well, I believe so. Unlike Magnus Carlsen, I'm not thinking about winning of the tournament all the time. Last year I played quite well. I had quite a big plus, and before last round I had some chances actually to fight for the first place, and I gave it a shot, but fortunately I finished second. So, absolutely, I'm going to do my best. It's a very long tournament. I think this mixed field benefits me. I like when you mix it up a little bit, when it's not Caruana Carlsen every day, when you also have some fresh names. Absolutely. But there are 14 players who have high hopes, and at the end there is only a couple of them who are happy, and there is only one winner.
Utrecht was already known. Nemo in Amsterdam. What is their connection with chess?
Well, it's a science center especially focused on younger people. So since Tata Steel is also interested in science in general, I think it's a very good location, and the connections were already there. It started a few months ago, and we are all looking forward to this round as well as we are for the round in Utrecht.
Okay, Anish, you recently got married. Does it help your chess being married, or?
Well, the fact that you are married in itself, it doesn't say much about your chess. First of all, it depends, I guess, how you handle the big change, and how your routine changed, whether it changed for the better or for the worse. I'm taking chess very seriously. I plan my trainings carefully. She is very supportive of that, so I don't see how... I don't see any negative parts about it, and of course it's great because as you know, my wife, she's from Georgia. She lived quite far, and the closer she is, the better.
Okay. Anish, good luck in the tournament and thank you very much.
Thank you.